I'm what you call a collector of bootleg Pokemon games. Pokemon Diamond and Jade, Chaos Black, etc. It's amazing the frequency with which you can find them at pawn shops, Goodwill, flea markets, and such. They're genuinely fun, even if they are unplayable, which they often are. The mistransition and poor quality make them unintentionally humorous. I've been able to find most of the ones that I've played online, but there's one that I haven't seen any mention of. I bought it at a flea market about 5 years ago. Here's a picture of the cartridge, in case anyone recognizes it. Unfortunately, when I moved years ago, I lost the game, so I can't provide you with any screen caps. Sorry. The game started with the familiar Nidoran and Gengar intro of the red and blue version. However, the press start screen had been altered. Red was there, but the Pokemon did not cycle through it. It also said black version under the Pokemon logo. Upon selecting new game, the game started the Professor Oak speech, and it quickly became evident that the game was incidentally Pokemon Red version. After selecting your starter, if you looked at your Pokemon, you had, in addition to Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirrel, another Pokemon, Ghosts. The Pokemon was level 1. It had the sprites of the ghosts that are encountered in Lavender Town. Before obtaining the Spliff Scope, it had one attack, Curse. I know that there is a real move named Curse, but the attack did not exist in Generation 1, so it appears it was hacked in. The defending Pokemon were unable to attack Ghost. It would only say that they were too scared to move when the move Curse was used in battle. The screen would cut to black. The cry of the defending Pokemon would be heard, but it was distorted, played with a lower pitch than normal. The battle screen would then reappear, and defending Pokemon would be gone. If used in a battle against the trainer, when the Pokeballs representing the Pokemon would appear in a corner, they would have one fewer Pokeball. The implication was that the Pokemon died. What's even stranger is that after defeating a trainer and seeing Red receive $200 for winning, the battle commands would appear again. If you selected Run, the battle would end as it normally does. You would also select Curse. If you did, upon returning to the overworld, the trainer's sprites would be gone. After leaving and re-entering the area, the spot where the trainer had been would be replaced with a tombstone like the ones at Lavender Tower. The move Curse was not usable in all instances. It would fail against ghost Pokemon. It would also fail if it was used against trainers that you would have to face again, such as your rival or Givoni. I don't know how to pronounce that. It was usable in your final battle against them. However, I figured this was the gimmick of the game, allowing you to use the previously uncapturable ghosts, and because Curse made the game so easy, I essentially used it throughout the whole adventure. The game changed quite a bit after defeating the Elite Four. After viewing the Hall of Fame, which consisted of Ghost and a couple of Pokemon I used for HMs, the screen cut to black. A box appeared with the words, "Many years later." It then cut to Lavender Tower. An old man was standing, looking at tombstones. You then realized this man was your character. The man moved at only half of your normal walking speed. You no longer had any Pokemon with you, not even ghosts, who up to this point had been impossible to remove from your party through disposing in the PC. The overworld was entirely empty. There was no people at all. There was still the tombstones of the trainers that you used curse on. However,